Pushing the buttons. Welcome everybody. Welcome to a live stream. All right, guys. Welcome to Shoes to Secret Time, old school style, where we are together in person. It's happening. It's going down. Natalie is in town for a drinking game.
I am in town.
And while you're here, we're filming.
Yeah.
Stuff. If you're new here, you don't know what's going on. I almost did it again. I almost said I'm Natalie.
She did this.
I did this while filming. What is wrong with me? It's like becoming lines. Like we're no longer having names.
They're not real. Yeah.
We're not real people anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Anyways, I'm Tara and that's Natalie. And we have a Tri-Stuff show and we do sketches and all kinds of stuff. And the algorithm said, hey, you watched one piece of content. You should watch them live. We get on here live once a week to give you guys the inside scoop, behind the scenes, all that stuff on our lives, what we're doing, our shows, all that stuff. Because there's a whole world of things we do that we just never put up in like a video. And
how's
so
our volume level, guys? Sorry, it looks like I'm watching
volume?
the spikes and they look really low. I'm gonna try to see if I can
give us some.
adjust
Oh yeah,
this.
audio a little low, says Desiree.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Let's see if I can just turn this up.
All right, to get us started, the way we always go is that you guys out there in the chat say hi, and then Natalie reads your handle and says hi back. Don't just hang in the background. Say hi. We like to know who we're chatting to, and if you're new here, let us know where you're coming from. Because that's also super fun for us. Look, and Brandon, did you change your little picture? I only noticed when the icons change, and then I think I don't know you, which is my problem. Yeah, we're working on it, guys. There's a massive delay too. I think it's my Wi-Fi. Gotta be my Wi-Fi.
I don't know if that's getting better or if that's getting worse.
Are we getting better, guys?
That should be now. That should be doing a thing.
The Eatless Constance says, yeah, the spikes should be spiky.
Yeah, the spikes are not spiky enough. I don't know why.
They're not spiking enough, which is weird because we're so loud. Hey, Sovereign Bear. We could hear just then. Oh, it was there for a second.
Oh, you know what that... I mean, I had increased it by a shoot ton. Hold on, let's go.
Okay.
No, see, this is what... Let's try. Is that... See, I can't tell if it's getting better or worse when I do this, though.
Is that better or worse? Seems like a noise gate.
See, it doesn't seem like... I'm looking at my...
Blair's getting all technical with the noise gate part. What does that mean I need to do, Blair? What button do I press?
Well, it's not... Yeah, I know. I'm turning up the decibels in the audio input capture, but for some reason... Let's see what there's...
Melinda says it's fine on her iPad. Thank you, Melinda.
Ooh, there's a suppression level. What the F is this?
Is that a new update?
Why are you here? What is... I don't know what that... Let's do that.
Let's suppress me less.
Let's just... Can I delete that? Can I remove this? Yes, let's remove that. Let's delete.
Goodbye.
And see what happens now.
Bye.
Yeah, the gain's at...
What is your least or most favorite Indiana Jones movie and why? Hi Ryan, thanks for the question. We'll ask in a minute. I'll answer in a minute.
Oh, wait, okay. How about now?
How are we doing now?
This is looking better already.
That looks like some normal spikes.
Yeah. All right.
That's fun. It was the same on the Mantra Monday for you.
Yeah, I bet. It was like something had happened.
Some update or something. Oh,
I just didn't notice the spikes were so low.
Getting better. Ah, yes, classic. Shush. Yes, Evan. Mm-hmm. It is. Okay. Back to the plan. Guys, say hi in the chat. Natalie's going to read off your hands and say hi back to you. We're going to get this party going.
Are we? Is that what we're doing now? Okay,
yeah,
sure,
we're doing the hellos.
Sure. We're doing the hellos now.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my
This is
sonny.
the section of the show where we
say
hello.
hi.
Hey, David Faith, how are you doing? I got a message retracted from Unitless Constant. Let's guess it was a hello.
It's a classic.
Evan Sure. Lockpicking Engineer, hello, welcome. God bless you as well. Blair. Is a really,
Blue wrench in the house.
Like a pink waving hand, and I don't really know why.
Why is your hand pink?
Ed Keaton, hi. He's caught red-handed.
Pink-handed.
Elizabeth Bonu, hello. How are you? Clayton Gordon, hello.
Hello.
Derek Ward, hello to everyone. Dencar 11, hello. Lido Keaton, hello. La. Desiree, heyo. Jack Boots, aka Grumpy Garden Gnome, hello to everyone. Hurricane Steve is here. Long weekend. Who else is taking tomorrow off? I'm not. I have a very long day tomorrow.
No, there'll be no days off.
Ow.
Oh, no.
I just got a weird crampy cramp right here.
I just realized I'm probably going to work Monday, which is a holiday Monday, which is going to suck.
Yeah.
Every day's been really intense at work lately, guys.
Yeah.
It's been a... Ugh. Anyways.
Debbie Lehrman, hello. Melinda R, howdy. Sovereign Bear, bum bums always make my day.
Yay.
Glad we get a bum bums again. Ed Keaton, hello. David A, howdy do. Logan Brown, hi, how are you today? Derek Ward, I think I already did that. Paul Cook, hello. Ryan M. Pearson, hello, how are you? I'm scrolling. We had a lot of conversation about
the whole thing.
I think we're done.
It's all right. All right, we're going to circle back on Ryan's question before I forget. What is your least or most favorite Indiana Jones movie and why?
Though Crystal Skull was terrible.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. I really like. I don't know why I haven't seen the more recent ones.
Well, because they're terrible.
The new one. Probably. No, I really like the. There's parts of both of the first two that I like, but I think I lean toward not Raiders, but Temple of Doom because it imprinted on me first. Mm-hmm. I did see the other one when I did, but like I was at the right age to be imprinted by the second one.
Honestly, don't know which one's which. And they all blend together.
The one just got
like I only remember like scenes. I didn't watch them enough for like to have like a real like I know this movie start to finish. There's like moments from each one that I remember and like characters from each one, and they all blend together to make one movie.
Well, then you got Quimby Down Under or whatever.
Quigley.
That's not Quigley Down Under. It's Quigley something. There's the Australian guy ones, and then there's Quigley. And then all those mixed together, too, because I loved all those movies so much. All those adventure, and then The Romance in the Stone. All those movies happened in around the same time. And so from my brain, I just mush them together.
Yeah, and Romancing the Stone. What's the other one in that group? Jewel of the Nile.
Jewel of the Nile.
Those two, those two blend together.
And now I just want to sit down and watch all those movies.
And then Crocodile Dundee. Those two movies blend together. Crocodile I can't tell you which one's one and which one's two. Actually, the way you know is one takes place. One he leaves Australia and goes to New York, and the other one he leaves New York and goes back to Australia. Yeah, that's the only way you can keep track.
And don't even get a yes. Young Indiana Jones. I loved that TV show. Loved it. I saw somewhere, I want to say you and I were in Utah doing shopping at like one of those resale shops, and they had like the full set, and I almost bought the VHS tapes of the show because I loved it so much. Crystal Skull was bad. Casting with Son totally taken out of the movie. Every time I saw him.
What's his face?
Yeah.
Can't remember.
Yeah, I remember.
LaBeouf.
Honey Boy. Yeah.
LaBeouf.
Yeah, I just remember Honey Boy now because I saw that movie. And that was a piece.
That was such a bad movie.
It was rough. Dial of Destiny was way better than Crystal Skull.
Is that the new one?
That's the new one. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
So it's funny. My family was, Ellen came downstairs and was like, just so you know, we're going to the movies. We're going to the $3 theater to see Indiana Jones if you want to go.
Fun.
And I was like, ooh, the $3 theater to see Indiana Jones. And then she's like, the new one. I'm like, oh. Like, no, pass.
Yeah, I'll pay $3
I didn't want to pay $3 to see the new one. The Crystal Skull was so bad that I, I'm such a bad taste in the mouth.
Yeah. The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. Yep, also really good. I love that movie. All right, let's get rolling into some business time. Oh, wait, one more thing before we get going. We always ask a Algo monster feeding question of the week. You just put this anywhere. And Clayton is the best at this. You did it again randomly. And I'm like, what? Oh, right.
Yeah, where you go, I don't know what you're talking about.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. So question this week, Have you been to the Alamo?
Have
And did you see the basement when you were there?
I have been to the Alamo.
I have too. A couple times.
Yeah, I was like, did we go to the Alamo? No.
No, we didn't go.
Justin and I went to the Alamo.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd been when I was younger, but also.
Yeah. I haven't been in a long time.
You know what the Alamo does not remind me of Pee-wee's Big Adventure? The Alamo reminds me of what was the movie where the kid gets the video game, but he's there's
Ryan.
there's this scene where they're on a boat and the guy's chasing him along the little river, but then he runs to the Alamo and these two old people end up helping him out.
No, I don't know. The Wizard? That's what I thought too. I don't think she's talking about the Wizard.
No, I don't think
That's
so.
the one where they go to the dinosaurs and Papazon.
It's like a little boy and his little sister, and they think they're playing some spy game, but they're really, or I don't know. I think it starts off with them.
Yeah.
And there's a video game involved. I don't understand. And it ends up, I think his dad was dead the whole time.
Cool.
Like it's somewhere.
That's mean. That's a mean
His dad
movie.
walks off into the fire at the end.
But Ben San Antonio didn't do the Alamo. Who did I go to the Alamo? I went with an ex-boyfriend. But I don't remember what boyfriend it was. That we went, I mean, maybe it was Brandon, but that doesn't sound right. No, that can't be right because we were together here. I don't know. I can't remember now. That's when now you know you're getting old. The Big Bang did an Indiana Jones through line. Bad guys would still have gotten the Ark with or without Indiana. Yeah, I remember seeing that monologue, which I thought was so funny. I was like, oh, yeah, you're right. I live in Austin and visit San Antonio often, but only for Mercado.
I wonder if I'm combining two movies because now I know it's not. I might be combining two movies. I'm gonna look it up because I know.
You look it up.
I can do this where I know. I can't think of the actor's name, but I know another movie he did, so I can find,
yeah.
Okay, you do you.
Okay,
I'm gonna look up.
That.
I'm gonna find out what this movie.
All right, let's talk about some business time while you do some research. All right, business time. We are not gonna have an episode launching tomorrow. No episode tomorrow. We'll be back next week with an episode. We're doing the omelet from the bear. So that's actually what we're filming today. We're gonna be filming the bear omelet. If you haven't seen the bear before, they make this like omelet, but like a French style omelet with a sieve. It's a whole thing. So it's not just like an omelet, which also.
But it's supposed to be like the best omelet.
Yeah, we also really are not good at omelet making. Anyways.
I've never made an omelet in my life, so.
Okay, I do all right, but they're not great. And doing eggs well, doing simple things well is a thing I really want to get good at, and doing simple eggs well. Like the best scrambled eggs. Like what is your method of scrambled eggs is fascinating to me. So like this is actually going to be pretty fascinating to me, like to make the best omelet ever with chips on top. If you haven't seen The Bear, highly recommend this show. It's really, really good. It's a bit of an intense watch, but it's really good. Really, really. It says comedy. It's not a comedy.
Yeah.
I don't know why it says that. It drives me crazy. Oh my God, the bear omelet with the chips on it. Yes, Ryan, that one. Yeah, I'm very excited to try this out, and even more excited to launch it. So it's going to be a quick turnaround. We're 90% sure we're going to be able to kill it. So quick turnarounds can be tricksy. One thing goes wrong, and we don't have an episode launch. So we'll keep you guys put. Yeah, one thing goes wrong. All of our episodes are going to be like, one thing goes wrong, and we don't have an episode coming out this month because Natalie's schedule is so insane this month.
This is not working out. We're
not
getting there. We're not.
No. And then this weekend on Saturday, excuse me, if you were in the if you were in the LA area this weekend, tomorrow I can't do this.
I know.
I can't. Normally we do a drinking game on Saturday. This month we're doing it on Friday.
It hasn't. So it's not. It's normally Saturday, but we've done plenty of
We've
Friday
done
ones.
Fridays.
Yeah.
We've done Friday ones, but normally it's Saturday. And even though there have been Friday ones, it still messes with my brain when it's just off like that. So this Friday, tomorrow, we're doing Pee-wee's Big Adventure for a drinking game. That's gonna be live. There will not be a streaming version of it. Live here in Los Angeles. If you haven't gotten your tickets already, there is a link below for that. There are some tickets still available. It's gonna be a riot, a hoot and a half. I'm sure there'll be videos on YouTube that would teach on how to do the omelet. Yes, there are. There are articles written. There are videos about it.
That does not mean we're going to get it
right.
That
does not mean we're going to nail this. Not at all.
All right.
Not cocaine bear.
I evidently don't know what I'm talking about.
Every egg I set out to make turns into scrambled. Derek, you're very, very funny. In other business time, we are in 5 film festivals right now for social anxiety, which is a whole slew. That's a lot. So we got 5 chances for you to see social anxiety in the theater. First one
Cloak
up,
and Dagger.
I've never seen that or heard of that.
Cloak and Dagger, and I was right. That is.
Have you seen Cloak and Dagger? I've never seen this. I've never even heard of this. That rings no bells for me.
It's Henry Thomas.
Okay.
The same kid from E.T. He's 84.
Oh, okay.
And he does, like, at one point in time, like, he ends up, like, trying to hide in the Alamo. Like,
okay.
But, like, this old couple kind of, like, scoops him up and pretends like he's his son. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, interesting. I've never.
But I'm pretty sure. So there's, like, he has an imaginary friend. So the other guy in it is an imaginary friend from, like, a TV show or something like that. But it also, I think, is his dead dad. I don't know. I didn't really understand.
This movie sounds insane.
Right?
That sounds nuts.
Dabney Coleman, that's who.
Oh,
I was thinking,
my God. That's funny. Logan, no festivals in Canada as of yet. And I don't think we have one on the pending. I can't remember. Too many festivals. Okay, so here we go. Here's the rundown of the film festivals. We're going to be at Gig Harbor Film Festival in Washington. That's going to be Friday, September 22nd and Saturday, September 23rd. Friday the 22nd is going to be 11:50 showing, and Saturday is going to be at 2:55. So if you're in that area, we'll physically be there for the Gig Harbor Film Festival doing work. So if you're there, stop in and say hi, please, because we love it. It's so much fun. Jack Boots can tell you all about it. If you are in SoCal and want to make the little boat ride over, we're going to be at the Catalina Film Festival. That's going to be Friday the 22nd, 10:30. We won't be there for that one. If you see the crossover problem that's happening there.
The same day.
Yeah. Also, the movie we worked on, Good Grief, is at both those film festivals as well. I don't know the screening times for those. But as well, Good Grief will be there. So if you're going to either of them, you can get a 2-for-1. A little double bang for your buck.
Gig Harbor is, it's an hour and a half from Seattle.
Yeah.
2, maybe, yeah.
Dad was dead. Dad Coleman played father, and he's dead. Mind blown.
Yeah, he plays this character, which I guess was from the video game or from the movie. He's like a secret agent that like keeps like coming up and telling him what to do, but he's not really there. He's an imaginary friend. But then I think at the end it was that was really his dad, and his dad was dead. I don't know.
There's so much.
Originally, I found out in this 10-second research that I just did, it was originally released as a double feature with The Last Starfighter. Also one of my favorites.
Interesting.
Yeah.
This reminds me of when I was remembering this movie, this cartoon I used to watch as a kid, but I couldn't remember the name of it. I couldn't remember all of it.
Yeah.
I could only remember parts of it, and I was going nuts as an adult trying to figure out what it was, and I finally figured out it was the Magic Pony. But the way I had to describe it was like, okay, there's a scene where these two horses come and a smaller horse, and their manes are on fire, and they fly around. And then there's a scene with a woman by the sea who sings a song with this really beautiful tapestry dress. And then there's a scene with a whale that floats around and has a whole city on its back.
Well,
and it goes underwater and kills everybody. And then there's a scene at the end where there's 3 pots of boiling things, and the little boy hops in and out of each pot and becomes a prince.
but see, that's the thing is you can look that up now.
Sounds
I
insane.
just
Now you
wrote,
can look it up.
I wrote 80s kid hides Alamo spy is what I typed in, and Cloak and Dagger came up, and I was like, that's it.
But when I was trying to figure this out, I would tell every single person in like the early 2000s this movie couldn't figure it out, and I finally figured it out. I have the VHS. Don't worry, guys. I've got it. I rewatched it. It's as weird as I remember. It's beautiful. And the guy and the main voice is Mr. Magoo.
Oh, really?
And that was all I can remember. And it took me forever to figure it out. And I love this movie so much. It's such a beautiful movie.
I want to, you just made me think of, while you were describing that, I want to rewatch The Lady in White. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
That, like, horror film for kids?
Yeah.
I remember loving that.
What's the one with the hawk? The lady, she's in white, and there's a hawk involved, and there's...
Is this one with the hawk? I
Maybe.
don't remember there being a hawk.
I don't know.
I remember the scene where...
She turns into a hawk every night, something like that.
I don't know.
I love that movie.
The Lady in White was the one where it was actually like a child rapist, I think, was the bad guy. Like, it was really freaking dark. And, like, there's a part where he's hiding from the guy in the school. I think it was a school...
Lady Hawk. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. In a school closet. And it's because there's, like, some bit of evidence that has fallen into a... I don't know. And there's some witch that keeps, like, appearing to him.
This is movies I barely remember corner. And all we're going to do is sit here and break it down.
Wait, have you ever seen Water Babies? Have we talked about Water Babies
we haven't talked about Water Babies. What is Water Babies?
Water Babies is like I mean, basically, it's exactly the same story as The Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
But what happens is, and you've probably heard me go, he pinched me silver before.
Yes.
Or I go, Mr. Grimes. There's 2 lines that I go. So there's a little boy who is being, he's an orphan and he gets taken in by these chimney sweeps. But like he goes, they're stealing silver while he's sweeping chimneys in these giant mansions. And then the Mr. Grimes gets caught stealing, but he throws it at the kids.
Yeah.
So now the rich people think the kid had just stolen the silver.
Oh, no.
So now they're all chasing him. And this is how the movie starts. They're chasing him, and there's this really creepy woman who's like, run, boy, run. And I don't know why.
Nope,
and her voice is up in her face. And he runs, and it's like this turbulent thing, and he jumps in the water.
Okay.
And then it turns into a cartoon. As he's trying to get away.
Oh, you have told me about this before.
He jumps in the water, and now he's underwater, and it's all a cartoon. And now, so this is how it's Wizard of Oz. And now his entire thing is he has to save the water babies from the evil shark, which is Mr. Grimes' voice, and it's all people he's met along the way. So it's all in his head, whatever. And he and his dog Toby, like, go and try to like save the water babies, and they sing the High Cockalorum song instead of the "We're Off to See the Wizard" song.
Yep, that is it. Also, there's something about the term or phrase or title "water babies" I don't like. And I don't know what button we're pressing when we say this, but I don't like those 2 words together.
Water babies?
Yeah, I don't know. It's something like gives me like bad feelings. Like I feel uncomfortable.
They were really creepy. You should watch.
Maybe I saw it. It was creepy and I have suppressed it.
They're super creepy. The water babies are all like kind of like that wide-eyed, like Children of the Corn, like wide-eyed, like, I mean, they're supposed to be nice, but they're too nice, and you're like, I don't trust them. I don't trust the water babies. I don't trust them.
That doesn't sound right at all. It doesn't sound good at all. All right, we're gonna leave random movies I saw as a kid and can't remember corner and go back to. We have 3 more film festivals. Okay, so I don't have screen dates for these, but we're gonna be in the Topaz Film Festival in Dallas, Texas. That festival happens from the 12th to the 22nd of October. We'll keep you guys posted. We're going to be in Ojai, California. So if you're in SoCal, there's a second opportunity. We're going to be at that one because that's just too close, and I love Ojai. Ojai, that's going to be November 2nd to 6th. And then Baltimore Next Media Festival, and that is November 2nd to the 5th. So lots of film festivals coming up, which is very exciting. We'll keep you posted on any more that come out. We are on a frickin' roll.
We just got 2 rejections. We just got rejected from Newport Beach.
Oh, that's right. We don't like Newport Beach.
Yeah, that's
we were talking
tomorrow.
About doing
we're supposed to get notices from Bend and Newport, which we got. This is the first time that I have 2 frowny faces.
Oh, pure.
2 frowny faces on one. Yeah.
Brabble. We were talking
The
about
Incredible
doing
Mr. Limpet. I love that movie.
I haven't seen that. Don Knotts. Oh,
yeah.
I've heard of that.
He turns into a fish.
Yeah, I haven't really seen it. I've heard of it. I've probably seen parts of it, or maybe I remember parts of it. Who fucking knows? We were talking about doing rejection laurels.
How is Justin not here?
Where they're upside down on our poster, all the places that rejected us instead of just our acceptance. So like the balance of like, rejection happens. The movie posters writers room were wild in the 80s. Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, movies were.
Yes, Steve, that's it. That's an excellent point. Okay, what else? Oh, also we have a couple of thank yous. Thank you, Desiree Gonzalez, for sending us this Hi Smile stuff for your teeth. We made a video out of this that will be coming out in the future. But thank you so much for sending us. We really appreciate it. Got it here really quick. And also David Rando, thank you. The air fryer / dehydrator that's been in at Natalie's place. Rotisserie. That's been at Natalie's place. I moved it over to my place when they moved. I freaking love this thing. I don't have a microwave, so now it's my microwave. I use it to reheat my meals, and I dehydrate a bunch of stuff. This thing's amazing. So thank you, David, for improving my day-to-day life as I play with this thing on
And maybe next time I'm in town, we'll figure out how to do the rotisserie chicken.
That's what we should do. Yeah, because I'll have a much better handle on like how to operate this thing. Because I'm just pressing buttons sometimes. I'm just like, go, do the thing, do the thing. All right, cool. That's all the business time today.
No, David, the money that they get from, David is making fun of festivals for not returning your submission. That's how they fund their festivals.
Yeah, that's how they fund the festival.
And there's a lot of times where it's scammy.
Yeah.
But we just don't submit to those ones again.
Yeah. There's definitely like the ones that like they still even put the festival on, but it's like, oh, you're keeping as much of this money to yourself.
Well, also there's ones where you can tell that they already have all their lineup, but they want more money, and so they're still accepting.
Yeah, they're still accepting, and they not only are they still accepting, they're actively seeking
promoting,
out, or like giving codes to get you to submit, and it's just like, guys, come on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, another is we have been working on a sketch. We rehearsed said sketch. We're not gonna tell you too much about it, but like we might.
We're hoping to film. So I'm here until Sunday. I drive back on Sunday, and then I'm in Vegas on the 10th. I'm in Dubuque the 11th through the 17th. Filming. And then I'm trying to come here afterwards. We were hoping to film between the 18th and the 21st. But one of those days is driving, and one of those days is flying. So that's the 19th and the 20th. So it's kind of an up in the... We weren't expecting that window to be that small.
Yeah.
I expect at least one more day in there.
Originally, it was... The dates shifted on us.
Yeah.
So we started working on this sketch. At some point, I think we're going to make this sketch happen no matter what.
Yeah.
But, like, it might not happen now. But we're working on a sketch, which is really exciting for us because...
I also think maybe we can figure out filming on the other side of it. I just
also
don't know
true.
that by then I'll be up for it.
Yeah. Well, you may be toast, and I may be just generally tired, and you may be toast. Hey, Corbin. You may just be, like, kaput, and I may just be, like, slightly mildly tired and cranky. I think if the festivals are getting money for Porsche, maybe they don't your money so much. I have no idea. I've never run a festival.
Cordillera.
Yeah. I've never run a festival. I couldn't tell you. Like,
however, I will say that Cordillera, they used all that. I mean, we didn't pay for a drink the entire time we were there. You know, they rented out a trampoline park. Like, you know, they made sure that you had the time of, and they put everyone up in a hotel too. So
I mean, that's what that money winds up going. Like, the bigger the festivals get, and as they get donor money like that, they do those kinds of things. And the thing about that is that because they do that, filmmakers can go. So like Gig Harbor and Dubuque are really wonderful about homestay stuff and like helping their festival attendees get places to stay because that can make, if you can afford the flight, it makes the difference between a filmmaker going or not. Yeah. So all the money if you're doing a film festival right, all the money is gone. And
you're not making a profit.
You're not making a profit. You're definitely a nonprofit. So, but thank you so much, Ed. We are really excited with how well Social Anxiety is doing. You do these things and you just never know. Like, you think it's good, but
how is it going to perform?
It doesn't mean that it's going to fit in with the objectives of the film festivals that year, or everyone's taste, or what the style is, or what everyone's into. Like, does everyone want some movie with like a something to say? We never have anything to say. We just want to make you laugh.
Yeah, we're definitely not trying to like move the social needle in any way.
No.
And I feel like if you are, you have an easier time getting into some festivals, because otherwise you're also going to get yourself rejected from other festivals too.
For sure. There's a double-edged sword to that. But yeah, we're really excited because, and also comedy. Comedy can be, especially our comedy, because we are not that
punch in the face,
fart joke funny. We're something else in the middle, and so
we're much more in a rom-com type of comedy, but like we don't do romantic stuff.
But it's that rom-com level of laughter, but there's no romance in it.
There's no romance.
It's never
no romance for me.
Yeah, it's so rarely a romantic story. Like, Social Anxiety is the closest to a romance story.
I know. I keep putting it into rom-com categories.
Absolutely,
like,
you should.
We want a rom-com.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But like, it absolutely is. I really like the background. My background, my little bar area here, my bar area. Thanks. That's become my kitchen gear storage, because that's all that's in my bar now is the kitchen gear I keep buying too much of. Let's see. Also,
that's what. So yeah, they're talking. Desiree's talking about. It takes 30 years to get big non-festival, non-profit. Like, so festivals at this stage, it's so weird. Like, people won't submit to 1-year-old festivals. Like, I won't submit to something that's not 5 years old.
Yeah.
And that's really low. That threshold is way too low for a lot of people. A lot of people won't do unless it's 15 years. Now, I just also know what level we're at playing with the big boys.
For sure.
Once you get to like 15 years, you have, but then there's some out there that have been around for 20, and I'm like, this is a piece.
Yeah,
You know, like,
absolutely.
so
absolutely.
It is.
Agreed.
It is an interesting thing of like weighing how long a festival's been operating. I don't do 5 because I feel like after 5, at least you know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Yes, that's a really good point.
Like,
but that's just like it's also we started out doing film festivals knowing nothing and just being like submit it and like never really intending to gain as much knowledge as we have, and now we are slowly kind of crafting information about like, this is kind of where we fit. Oh, this is the kind of movies this place likes. Yeah. That's why. Oh, look at their, like, we're kind of getting the hang of it.
Places that we don't think will get programmed. Places that we do. And some of the ones that you don't think you're going to get programmed, you still submit to because, because if you did.
Shoot that moon.
Yeah.
Yes, those are cookbooks behind you. Who said that? Derek wrote, those cookbooks behind you. Yes, those are cookbooks. So some of those are show cookbooks, actually, too, that have been sent to us. Or from, like, the Mary Berry cookbook from when we did the British baking episodes back there. Some of the cookbooks from our travels are there. I think there's a Towns in there somewhere of some sort. Max Miller's cookbook is right there in the middle.
Camp Rollins.
Yeah. The Flavors of Tuscany, I found that on the ground.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I was out for
funny.
a walk. I find stuff all the time. I was out for a walk and I found that on the ground. I was like, I'm taking that home with me. I'm gonna cook something from Tuscany.
Justin did that with a dictionary.
Huh?
He found a dictionary on the ground.
Did he really?
One
time I found this giant box of records. They were all classical.
Oh wow!
Every single. I walked back and forth trying to decide if I was going to carry it all home or not.
Mm-hmm.
Or drive back and get it. And I just finally was like, no, you don't need to take all these records home with you. Like, but it was all classical. It's so interesting.
Wow.
This town's so interesting when you find stuff like people put things on the curb a lot here.
They're just like, here, take this. Someone will take it.
This. It's just fascinating to be like, who was this person? What is this adventure?
Right.
I found a notebook one time while I was out walking, and it had the address in it, so I was able to mail it back. But it was I read the notebook. I'm sorry. I just needed to know.
I've done that. I found notebooks at the bar.
Yes.
And it was people's notes from. It was the one that I went through was someone's sketch ideas and stand up routine.
Yeah.
Like, and he was going to IO or one of the ones that was right around there. And I was like, I couldn't help it. Like once I realized what it was, I was like, now I just need it.
I found a notebook of a girl at my bar one time. I couldn't help it, and it was basically like her journal / acting class notes, and she just moved to town.
Oh.
And I wanted to like give her advice so bad.
But then you had to admit you read it.
Oh my god! I don't know if she ever came back for it, but like some of the stuff that she wrote in this notebook, I was like, oh, honey.
Day one problem.
Yeah,
you're making mistakes.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to advise you so you don't do what I did. The parking tickets are going to pile up. The 50s. I have a cookbook from the 50s someone gave me called Patio Daddy-O. That's fun. Yeah, we've had this talk about the fun of like, because we love going to the flea markets and stuff and the resale shops, and like the idea of like buying up old cookbooks and cooking from the old cookbooks. Like I found one, I want to say it was from like the 30s one time. There's like old recipes of like, I wonder what that's like.
That'd be fun to just do a through line that is like from this 20s cookbook that I found.
Oh my god, yeah, that'd be so fun. I just love the idea of collecting them too, because I love cookbooks. Desiree, it's not that they're too lazy to take it to the charity shop. It's that Goodwill often is not accepting.
That's true. The Goodwill that was near my house, I couldn't ever bring them anything. Their donation center was so full that they closed by like noon every day. They're like, you can't take any more. We can't go through any more stuff.
Yeah, there was when you were moving, there was a couple times that I was the Goodwill taker. Is my task. I was very happy with my task. So I would go sometimes have no luck, but I would go to the Salvation Army because they were always taking. Because they had like an extra facility right there. Yeah. And they were always taking. They got to know me very well for a couple days.
And then the other thing is that the Goodwills out here mark things up so much that like you had that bag of stuff to go to the Goodwill. I almost thought about bringing it back to Utah and putting it at the Goodwill. I mean, not the Goodwill. It's a Deseret Industries. It's a Mormon run one. But things there are $1. Like, I mean, things are like Goodwill prices used to be. But no, Goodwill out here knows what if
they know what they got.
They're doing it. They're more like a consignment store at that point. Yeah,
they are. They know when something's a brand thing and they mark it accordingly. Like
there are Salvation Armies and other charity shops, just not conveniently low.
No.
Goodwill buys them all out.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
exactly.
Goodwill is like the Walmart out here.
It is.
So like every thrift shop goes out of business
Yeah.
and Goodwill takes them over.
Yeah, there's Out of the Closet, Salvation Army,
Yeah, Out of the
Goodwill.
Closets too.
Yeah, I go to Out of the, and like
I don't even know where Salvation Army
the
is
Salvation.
in LA.
There's one in Santa Monica. I love the Salvation Army in Santa Monica, but it's in Santa Monica, and I know you're gonna look at a map and go, well, that's only like 5 miles away. 5 miles in LA is 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Like that's I'm not going there. I would love. I'm gonna add that to my trip because first off, David Faith, thank you so much. What does Natalie think of her wine?
I haven't actually seen them yet since I've been.
We keep forgetting.
It's not just that. I thought every time I think about it, I'm like, I can't take them back this trip anyway. My car is so full. I'm coming back in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like I didn't bring her award from Deep in the Heart. I was like, oh, I'll do that next time. But yeah, like the house is trashed with Natalie's show stuff. So it'd probably be. I want to see them, but I'm also tempted to like wait till I'm here next time.
Yeah,
to see them.
I keep almost pulling them out, and then we go on a tear about something. And we have talked nonstop since she's got here. We've talked about everything under the sun with zero focus. So like that's just how we are. It's so hard for us to focus on stuff. Our brains skip around. I'm going to post a video of how crazy my house looks right now because I think it's hilarious.
Steve, are you leaving us? David Faith, thank you for the super chat. Steve, thank you for the super
Bye,
chat.
Steve,
I've been wondering where my it's Tast. My taste of Tuscany cookbook went. Everyone have a great weekend. Are you leaving us? Don't leave us. Stick around.
Mark's up huge stir. What was I say? Oh yeah, you got to plan your trips around here. Like there's a pet shop down in Maria Del Rey that carries the brand of freeze-dried rabbit that Gizmo is nuts for. Like she not only like loved Ed Keaton, thank you so much. I celebrate your success, ladies. Congratulations. Thank you, Ed. I really appreciate that. There's pet shop. She not just loves them, but will do anything for these rabbit treats. It's the only way I can get her to do certain things is to have these rabbit treats around. And like when she's getting better at being a cat that will be out with people if I have these treats. There's a book cloth shop down in Long Beach that sells book cloth. It's $18 to get it delivered. It's
literally the same. So you're talking about, Long Beach, which is in town. Like, so St. George to Cedar City right now is it's 40 miles. Like, but it takes about the same amount of time. Okay. So like when I go to St. George, I like pile up all the things I need to do there.
Yeah, now I'm going to add the Salvation Army to this. I'm planning this trip to go down there. I'm going to spend like a ton of money on book cloth while I'm down there just because like driving down there, and I'm going to buy so many bags of rabbit treats. I'm just going to stock up. Hey, Christian Hansen, were you here before?
Hi, Shannon.
Hello, welcome. Ben and I are not together. We're late for different
Ben's
reasons.
here too. Hi.
You're funny. Hi, Ben. Welcome.
Wait, Ben, I don't know. I think I'm like filming on Friday, Saturday, and I think I'm not doing anything the rest of the week. So Ben and I are going to get together at some point.
What's up?
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Going for walks and do some stuff.
He said there's a Oktoberfest, and I said, wait a minute, in September? No, I said no, I'm there in September. He goes, no, I know Oktoberfest is in September. I'm like, what?
Oh no, Evan Shearer, you made a mistake. Book cloth is so if you're doing bookbinding, which
in an alternate universe, Tara is a
bookbinder. I've recently fallen into bookbinding. I found this account on Instagram where she's rebinding all of her books to match those Penguin Classic cloth-bound books, which I'm obsessed with. I'm obsessed with these books. I love them. I have a whole entire Amazon wish list full of them because I want every single one. She's redoing hers to look like that, and she's been bookbinding, and I got really interested in it. If I had found her during the pandemic, I might have done that as my bread baking because I really am fascinated by it. To cover a book, you use book cloth if it's cloth bound, but it's not just cloth. You got to back it with stuff. And so people make cloth that's for this, or you can make it yourself. It's a pain in the butt to do. That's what book cloth is. I can go on and on about bookbinding right now because I'm so fascinated by it. And like, I want to make notebooks after this because I go through notebooks. Well, I don't go through them. I have a lot. I have a problem. You have a problem. I don't have a problem. For your film festival travel fund, thank you, Ed. Yes, Ed, thank you for the reminder. All of these super chats we are putting into our film festival fund. They're going to help us now at the point where it's going to help us just get there and handle travel costs, basically.
Yeah. We've already, I mean,
we submit everything we want to submit.
we're done submitting, but also like that money just came out of pocket.
Well, that's
so,
true.
Yeah,
That's
like
also true.
What you're supposed to do when you do a film is you're supposed to budget in your film festival money, submission money. I mean, you're supposed to budget in the travel and stuff too. Yeah. But we're not even that close to talking about budgeting the travel. We're supposed to budget in the festival submissions, but we were getting beyond what we wanted to spend in the first place, so we decided to not count that.
That's going to be a future Natalie Terror problem, and it was.
But like,
it was a problem.
For the size of stuff we do, we need to budget in about $1,000 of submissions.
For sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, even like Miss Brown, who had like a much bigger budget and stuff, we didn't budget for film festivals at all. Yeah. And then, no, I do not want you to update. And then just got lucky. So freaking lucky that the parent company wound up being like, oh, hey, we owe you for post-production. We're like, oh, thank God, because now we can actually go to Bend. Because otherwise we would not be going to Bend, because I don't know how I would swing that. What about Leather? I hear Stevie Nicks singing in my head. What about Leather, though? What about Stevie Nicks? What song is that Stevie Nicks is... I don't know. What song are you referring to? I was listening to Stevie Nicks last night. Hamilton, Ontario is having Oktoberfest in August. It used to be called Mustard Festival.
I want to go to the Mustard Festival.
I want to go to the Forget the Oktoberfest. I'm into that. What is that?
I mean, I go to Oktoberfest, but just for funsies, but like
for the hot dogs.
But the thing is, I'm not a hot dog fan, and I'm not a beer fan, so
that's right.
I mean, I'll have a hot dog or sausage or
They are kids today.
Leather and Lace song.
Leather and Lace.
But he was asking about for books, I think.
You can bind with leather. I've watched a couple of people do leather bindings. I'm not as into leather bound books, so I probably won't ever do that, but I've seen it. I've watched videos on that. I've watched a lot of YouTube content on book binding at this point because I got really into it, and it took me a long time to like make the purchases. Because anytime you start a new hobby, it's always an upfront cost. Oh
my gosh, it's so expensive.
And I have so many hobbies and so many art crafts and projects already. I'm like, play with the toys you have already, Tara. That ukulele is gathering dust.
I wanted to embroider, and we were at the store looking at like. Yeah. I wanted to do the iron-on transfers. Yeah. And then embroider over them, but. I wasn't seeing anything I was in love with anyway. And I was like, no, inspiration's not striking me. But just like, well, let's get this and let's get this. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Let's wait until inspiration actually strikes before we spend any more money on
that's a really good
embroidery tools. Because I already do have one kit that I haven't done. Yeah. It's like,
well, that's the thing is like, this stupid TikTok. I watch these videos and like, it just touches all of my hobby buttons. But I don't have a lot of time really anyways right now. Like, it's getting better. I'm really hoping to start because I've just been spending so much time cleaning my house, getting my house functional, and then also going to work. Have you cut yourself on bookbinding glue yet, Tara? Not yet. Not yet, but I am playing with an X-Acto knife, so my fingers their lives are short-lived.
That X-Acto knife, that big one is... It's great.
It's great. I did some research on like the...
It's a great
I'm like, if I'm going to do this, I've slowly been buying piece by piece, like $15 on an X-Acto knife. Yeah. A good ruler, which there's a difference I figured out. When I got that good ruler, I was like, oh, this is a good ruler. Yeah.
I was like, as I was using your tools to do things, I was like, Tara, like these are good tools. Like I was like, it wasn't slowly. Like I have like many levels and none of them like reach to the top. I mean, I have that hot knife, but which is amazing. Yeah. But I don't have a good X-Acto knife. Like I have like ones that are good for like paper. Yeah. But like I don't use them for that, and they do not do what I need them to do. Yeah. It's a slow. All at my crafting and art areas, but it's been like a slow process because I've made this new rule for myself of if you start a new hobby, you have to buy the cheapest thing. Yeah. And if you keep doing it, then you can upgrade a little bit. And if you keep doing it then you can start buying the nicer stuff. And like with watercolor, I've noticed like there is a big jump in not only how good you can be at it because you spend the time, but also because the tool is better, but also the enjoyment of doing it. Like it actually feels better to watercolor with a better brush and better paints. Well, and I think it's the same thing. Like when you have the right tools, you're not getting frustrated that you can't make it do the thing. I bought a
Yes.
stapler at the dollar store. Now, I bought staplers at the dollar store before.
Yeah.
And they, those little
It
ones.
can-
That's what I was looking for.
yeah.
Was one of those little tiny ones.
Yeah.
But I bought one because I was like, oh, I have this thing I need to do, and I don't want to worry about getting back in Terra not having a stapler available or
right,
whatever.
yeah.
And it was the dollar store.
Fair.
Then it was a $4 stapler, and then I was
That's a
a
whole
little bit
thing.
more upset at the dollar store.
Oh.
And then it didn't work. It jammed and it jammed and it jammed, and I finally just threw it in the trash. And I go, do you have a...
$4? And I forgot that part of the
Yeah,
plot.
yeah.
Oh.
I still just threw it in the trash. I was like, F this.
Dollar store.
I was so upset.
If it was a dollar store stapler, like, it's a hit or miss at the dollar store because we all know how the dollar store actually functions. But like that it was the marked up version of it is dollar store. That's a strongly worded letter.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's gonna happen now. Oh gosh, 6 minutes to joke corner. 5 minutes.
Natalie has
to
scissors
joke
that are okay
corner.
to run with. Yes. And scissors that are not okay to run with. I have Justin likes to just buy scissors, but we treat them like crap. That's why I have to hide the fiskers.
The good ones. Yeah. The fiskers. Of course they're sharp. They're fiskers.
Of course they're sharp.
Oh man.
Since you guys don't get to see Pee-wee's Big Adventure, we had rehearsal the other night, and I think this is a funny little moment.
tell.
So Alan's
Corvette.
from Minnesota, and I've often wanted to cast him as Dan and have a whole thing with Dan and Maggie and have them, back and forth. But we have a moment in the thing where Alan has to play the sumo the butler, who is played by a professional wrestler. This professor starts with a T. Let's say Tanaka. I don't think that's right, but okay. Anyway, and he played like the Japanese villain. I was reading up about him. And anyway,
okay.
So what we're doing in this moment, because Alan is like not going to try to do the voice, like that's that's racist. So what I did was I was like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. And Brett says, a giant sumo wrestler played by Professor former wrestling fame, cha-cha-cha. He's got this whole thing he's gonna say, answers the door. But tonight, it will be played by Minnesota's own Alan Ruckert. And then Alan is gonna do the whole thing like Ned Flanders be the most Minnesota possible. And I'm like, he's just going, Francis isn't here. Like, it's like, and it's the exact opposite of it. And I was like, and at the very end, when everything's over, I want you to go, well, time to go. Anyway, it's going to be hysterical. I'm very excited about this little twist we put on that
I love
moment.
that idea. I think it's really fun. That's taking something and like really spinning it.
Yeah.
Professor Tanaka Charles J. Kalani.
I knew you would
Jr.
know.
Yeah, of course David Faith would know.
Yeah.
How the dollar store functions. I feel like I'm gonna just talk out of my ass trying to explain what I've learned about the dollar store, like how they get their products and stuff and why they can do them at a discount, and then the companies get a cut, or they get to like say they've donated to a charity because they don't. It's a whole thing.
And then the other thing is that 90% of it, like the discount, it's funny. Like if you go to Walmart or any of the brand name stuff versus the other stuff, it's actually made in the same buildings.
Yeah,
because there are only so many chip companies out there that cut chips.
Yeah.
So the people who are cutting the Lay's potato chips also cut the chips for the blah blah blah, and they use it's like you're getting the same product.
You're getting the same product, and so often like you're getting the same exact thing.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like it's the same product, but they can't put it out because the color in the can is wrong. The color of the label is wrong.
Or it's a bit like shrinkflation, which is happening all across. But like they used to do very clearly, there are brand name cereals at the dollar store, but they're just a smaller size. And so they're charging you. But now the dollar store is no longer $1. We all know it's at $1.25 for all the dollar stores. I mean, nothing is. Yeah. But this one, and I was like thinking about it. I'm like, I remember when I used to do a lot of my prop shopping at the dollar store. Yeah. And I would figure out how to like, use this sprinkler to make a microphone and stuff like that. But I remember things being 2 for $1. You remember? Nothing is that now. Now it's like they have sections that are like the dollar spot used to be at Target, where it's now like, there's this $5 thing. It's a $3, $5 spot. It's not the dollar spot anymore. It's a $3, $5. So I got to look at those tags. Yeah, and so the same thing is true. The same thing is true at the 99-cent store. The 99-cent store now has 5. Actually, there was a $9. No, there's a $20 skateboard there. Which I'm like, sure is a huge discount for a skateboard. But this is not what I expected when I walked in the door. Yeah,
it's a very odd item in general. Joke theme, let's go with crafting jokes of any kind. Your glue jokes, your scissor jokes, your sewing jokes. I'll take them all. I'll take all those crafting jokes. Dollar Tree is basically Five Below now.
And you
Yeah.
still find things that are
Yeah.
steals.
You still find really good deals.
But-
I love the Dollar Store. I do. Oh man. So TikTok has opened my eyes to the fact that the Dollar Tree is way better than the Dollar Store. The videos I watch of people going, I got this at the Dollar Tree. I was like, you got that at the Dollar Tree?
Well, I also think it's
I want the
different
Dollar
out here,
Tree.
too.
For sure.
Like, I mean, even going from 99-cent store to 99-cent store around town.
Yeah.
They're different. Just like
Yes.
the Targets are out here.
Very.
Like the Target in one neighborhood versus the Target in,
Yes.
5-mile distance over has totally different clothes.
Totally different stuff. Totally different clothes.
Totally different. Yeah.
Different demographic. Absolutely. And like now I just want to drive to Middle America and go check out a Dollar Tree. I'm so fascinated by it.
The Dollar Tree or Dollar Store, I don't remember which one it is actually, but like the ones that are over in Cedar City are classic. Like, I mean, it's like what you used to do. I mean, it reminded me of, they haven't changed at all. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm tempted to like drive.
I mean, it's still $1.25. But
I'm tempted to drive like an hour and a half out of town to find a Dollar Tree just to go. Because I'm feels like, because you get further out of Los Angeles, it's a lot less liberal, way more conservative, way more like Middle America. And I just want to go see. I just want to go see what I can find at the Dollar Tree. I'm fascinated.
In LA, you can no longer at the Dollar Store, and this is true of a lot of things, but they used to be able to get like little cap guns.
Oh, that's right.
And I used to get all my gun props.
Oh, yeah.
But now LA doesn't sell fake gun toys anymore.
I think that's ridiculous.
I was very happy when I saw them on the shelf in Cedar City. I was like, yes, a cap gun. Like just the old fashioned one with the little, the little round one that you the caps. Yeah.
Very better. All right, Joke Corner is a go. Let's do this thing. You see people, if you've never done Joke Corner, you see it happening already in the chat. Follow that format. Put jokes so I see it. If I don't see it, I'm so sorry. Also, the bots are intense, so watch what you're saying. Try and rewrite, not for our sake. Just rewrite it so that I can figure it out. Change the E's to 3's. I don't know. All right, David Faith. Teams of forest rangers shot grizzlies with sedative darts before approaching. Their safety in numb bears. Derek Ward, customer. I'd like to try on the bathing suit in your front window. Saleswoman, I'm sorry, ma'am, but you'll have to use the dressing room. David, my wife said, I can think of 14 reasons to leave you, plus your obsession with tennis. I replied, that's 15, love. Derek Ward, do you know that male bees die after mating? That's their life. Honey, nut, and Cheerio.
Wow.
Dinkar, my philosophy is never apologize, never explain. I'm sorry, that's just the way I am. Shannon, Joke Corner broke the shush shush, or is it my internet? Your internet, I think.
It's
Anybody
you,
else having
honey.
issues? It's you. Hi, Shannon, you're the problem. Hi. Derek Ward, did you know that William Shatner once tried to start up his own line of lingerie for women? Unfortunately for him, Shatner panties were as a terrible brand name. Yes.
I knew that's where I was going. I just couldn't figure out
I read
exactly
that and
how-
I was like, I need a moment. Whoop, jumped. Okay, Ben. Raything. They say you have to put your blood into your tasks. I take that to heart with stapling. Desiree. Dwayne Johnson paid me to clean up and organize his craft room, but sadly, I lost his scrapbook cutting tool. I lost the rocks, paper, scissors.
I like that.
Oh, Desiree, that's good. Hobby Club couldn't agree on this week's craft. Some selfishly thought Minecraft was better than Yarncraft. David, so we had a meeting at work yesterday. My boss asked, what steps would you take in the case of fire? Effing huge ones was not the right answer.
Huge ones.
Not the right answer.
Fire is not like a bear. You don't have to trip people to save yourself.
Derek Ward. I took my epileptic friend to a nightclub last night. I don't think she liked it. I told her the place got rave reviews, but she just rolled her eyes at me.
Oh my goodness.
David, anybody have an owner's manual for a wife? Mine is making a whining sound. Meow. Ed Keaton, what happened to the cat that ate the ball of yarn?
What?
It had mittens.
Mittens. It's not how babies happen.
I was going to say, we have to have a talk about how babies are made.
That's not how babies happen.
Desiree, the local cobbler, realized that canvas was a better material to craft shoes out of. His opinion was swayed.
Nah.
David, my son wanted to know what it was like to be a parent. So I woke him up at 2 a.m. to tell him my sock came off. Yup. Desiree, want to know why I started trying out fabric arts and crafts?
Sure.
I felt like it.
Nah.
Derek, I went to a diabetes awareness website and it asked me if I accept cookies. It was a trick question. Oh, Dinkar. I have attachment issues. It's so bad I can't open my email. And it jumped. Oh, I missed one. Christian, what do you call a fashionable lawn statue with an excellent sense of rhythm?
A fashionable lawn statue with an excellent.
Call a fashionable lawn statue with an excellent sense of rhythm?
No. Okay, hold on. I feel like we can get there. It's I don't know. Go ahead.
A metronome. David, the genie granted me one wish, and all I wanted was to be happy. Now I live with 6 dwarves and work in a mine. Oh no.
Oh no.
David, if my priest becomes a lawyer, do I call him father-in-law?
It's my father-in-law.
My father-in-law. Desiree Gonzalez, do you hear about the murder in the arts and crafts store?
Sketchy?
Oh, that's good. That's good. It was gruesome.
Gruesome? That's no. Sure, whatever. Gruesome.
David Faith. I just bought an expensive car, only to find the reverse gear broken. There's no going back now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Whenever I try to eat healthy, a chocolate bar looks at me and snickers. What do you call a stolen Tesla?
I don't know.
An Edison.
Aha! Smart.
That's smart. Desiree, a fireworks display is nothing but an arson's craft show.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm painting the sky.
Yeah, basically. What do you stick in my mouth? Nope. When you stick it in my mouth, still problems. Do you want me to look in your eyes?
What? This is not a joke. Who said that? Do you know this person?
This is David.
What?
Ma'am, just blow into the breathalyzer, please.
What?
David.
What?
David. Oh, I think this is a joke. Does the man in the moon... Okay, yeah. Does the man in the moon use scissors to cut his hair? No. He clips it.
Oh, I like it.
David, I know it's a long shot, but does anybody know what a... No. My answer is I don't.
Wait.
I don't. Right there.
Trebuchet.
Trebuchet is... What is a trebuchet?
It's a catapult.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Isn't it? Or is it the... No, that's a... Or is it the...
it's a long shot.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know it's
a long shot. I think you're right.
shot,
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Yeah, it's the one that does the whip.
Oh, the extra piece.
Yeah.
What kind of needlework is angry?
Is angry?
Angry.
I don't know.
Your face is great. Cross stitch. Cross stitch.
I'm so cross.
I'm so
gonna
cross.
Stitch.
Oh man, we jumped a long way. That was rude. Wow. Nope.
No, it didn't actually.
We're good. But I'm just lost.
Yeah.
There's a genie. What do you call a stolen Tesla? Joke. I went to the crafts fair. I was disappointed the corn dog was clay.
I don't think that's a joke.
Yeah, I think that's just Ben
I think
being
that
honest.
just happened once.
Ben, did that happen to you for real?
I saw a cow carved out of butter once.
Did you?
Yeah.
Are you sure it was butter?
Yeah,
Okay.
I am. I'm pretty sure it was a cow. It was melting. Just kidding. It wasn't melting. It was a cow sculpture made out of a butter sculpture that was carved in the shape of a cow.
David, just sold my homing pigeons on eBay for the 22nd time.
Ah, smart.
Desiree, the craft store is selling tiny wood coffins for Halloween decorations. I took one to my girlfriend, went down to one knee, presented the little black casket, and I said, Jamie, will you bury me? Man. I bought a do-it-yourself book on Amazon. I only received paper, pen, bindings, and glue.
It's a deconstructed.
Good job. That's good. I like that. I like that. All right, here's our last one. A man boards a plane with the 6 kids. They get in their seats. A woman across the aisle leans over to him and asks, are all those kids yours? He replies, 1/2.
That means I think that's one of two.
One of two.
That's normally what that means in a thread.
Okay.
That there's more to this.
That there's more. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That was my thought, but I was like, maybe I should read it in case it's not, and I ruined his joke.
He might have replied half. Like
half.
3 of the kids of the kids, 3 of them are his. Half are mine. There's no quote around it though.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, there's no quote around it. I'm stalling.
He's gonna say what kids. He replies, what kids?
All right, David, pop that in there while we end this thing. All right, just a reminder to you guys.
There's always got to be one joke we don't get.
And always. He hasn't finished the joke, I think. He's still typing, furiously typing.
This is
the joke right here. Bye. Desiree's like, later.
Is us trying to figure it out.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Again, reminder, there will be no episode tomorrow. We'll have an episode coming out for you guys next week.
Because we ain't filmed nothing yet.
We haven't filmed it. We're filming it today. And that's a 90% on that episode to begin with. One thing goes wrong.
The joke will continue next week, Ben says. David, would it be really funny if, like, remember, this doesn't happen as much anymore, but, like, you get kicked off the internet?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you'd be in a chat room and you're just, like, suddenly, and now you try to go find that same chat room. Do you remember?
Yes,
oh, my God.
I do remember that.
Like,
I do remember that. We'll be back next week with the live stream.
I work for the condom company. These are customer complaints, is the rest of that joke.
You just wanted to watch what we would do for 10 minutes while you finished your joke. All right, guys, we are gonna go. We gotta go film an episode. We got a show to put together. We gotta finish making a bike and then decorations and then. So we will see you guys next week for shush at the usual shush time. Thank you both so much for joining us, and let's do this thing.
I'm gonna do this way. Remember, I'm gonna do the thing that